Tom Brady to the Dallas Cowboys is heating up, so we're gonna be going through that and 5 other stories in today's video. So make sure to like this video, and if you want more Dallas Cowboys news content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel hitting that red button down below. The first story is Dallas Cowboys could go after Tom Brady this offseason. Tom Brady has a big decision to make this offseason. He could play yet another year, but will it be with the Tampa Bay Bucks? Most reports have him signing elsewhere around the league, but there is one team we are hearing about for the first time. Jerry Recco from the WFAN Boomer and Geo Show is reporting that an eliminated NFC playoff team could be going after the future Hall of Fame QB. Recco added that it should not be dismissed that the Dallas Cowboys could go after Brady. The 45-year-old quarterback, who's set to become a free agent in March, suggested he's still undecided about his NFL future earlier this week with an expletive-laced response to Jim Gray on his Let's Go podcast. "Jim, if I knew what I was going to f***ing do, I'd have already f***ing done it." Okay, Brady told Gray, "I'm taking it a day at a time." Patriots insider Tommy Curran shared what he's hearing about Brady's mindset behind the scenes. "He has no idea," Curran said of Brady. "It is my understanding he is really trying to get his life in order. This the first time he's had a chance to take a break, so when he said that to Scratchy the other day, he really meant it. He does not know." Brady is coming off a season where his Bucks finished under .500, and although they won the NFC South, the team was not good at all, and it showed as the Dallas Cowboys easily eliminated them in the wild card round. For the Cowboys, they are coming off their second straight season being eliminated in the playoffs by the San Francisco 49ers. In that game, Dak Prescott tossed 2 interceptions that likely should have been more in a game they should have won if they had competent QB play. The second story is Ezekiel Elliott's contract will be an offseason talking point. Ezekiel Elliott has been a star running back for the Dallas Cowboys, though there is a feeling his powers are beginning to wane. The Cowboys suffered a 12-19 loss in the divisional round against the San Francisco 49ers, ending their 2022 campaign. Elliott earns a lot of money in Dallas, and the size of his contract raised eyebrows when it was signed. With Tony Pollard usurping the RB1 role on offense, there are rumors about what this could mean for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott signed a 6-year, $90 million contract extension with the Cowboys in 2019. He is contracted to play 4 more seasons with them before hitting free agency after the 2026 season. Ezekiel Elliott had his best season as a rookie when he finished the 2016 season with 1,631 rushing yards in 322 attempts and scored 15 touchdowns. Interestingly, Elliott has seen his yards per game decline every season. As such, there are some questions regarding his future. Elliott has been open about his desire to stay with the franchise and is reportedly open to accepting a pay cut. As such, Ezekiel Elliott's pay could be a recurring storyline in the 2023 offseason. Ezekiel Elliott has spent 7 seasons in the NFL and has earned a total of $70,668,561 so far. He still has 4 seasons left on his contract with the Cowboys, and by the end of it, he will have earned $123,568,561. The Dallas Cowboys drafted Elliott 4th overall in 2016. He signed a 4-year, $24.95 million contract with Dallas in May 2016. In 2017, he was suspended for 6 games for violating the league's personal conduct policy, forfeiting $559,193 in 2017 salary. In the following season, Elliott was fined $13,369 for an excessive celebration against Washington. He was also fined $26,739 for impermissible use of his helmet against Philadelphia Eagles safety Corey Graham. In 2019, Elliott signed a 6-year, $90 million contract extension with the Cowboys, which brings him under contract until 2026. He converted $8.60 of his 2021 salary into a bonus, clearing $6.88 of cap with the franchise. The third story is Cowboys' $13 million starter considered cut candidate. The Dallas Cowboys could be looking at an offseason of change. Following the Cowboys' 19-12 loss to the San Francisco 49ers in the divisional round of the playoffs, the team has already moved on from key assistant coaches. The likes of offensive line coach Joe Philbin, Running backs coach Skip Pete and several others won't be brought back as the Cowboys go through a coaching overhaul. With that being said, coaches won't be the only ones looking for different jobs. Players will, too. According to Adam Beasley of Pro Football Focus, cornerback Jordan Lewis is a potential cut candidate moving forward. Lewis has a cap hit of just under $5.9 million with a base salary of $4.5 million for the 2023 season. The Cowboys would absorb a dead cap hit of just $1.1 million by moving on from Lewis. The 27-year-old has been a key cog of Dallas' rotation of cornerbacks since his rookie season in 2017. In fact, Lewis has largely served as the team's nickel cornerback over the past few years. Of his 83 career appearances, Lewis has started 43 of those games, with 26 of those starts occurring during the 2020 and 2021 seasons. However, Lewis went through a tough 2022 campaign due to a season-ending Lisfranc injury suffered during the Cowboys' Week 7 game versus the Detroit Lions. Lewis appeared in a career-low 6 games, making 26 tackles to go along with 1 interception. Dallas struggled to replace Lewis following his season-ending injury. The team's cornerback situation became even more complicated when Anthony Brown was ruled out for the season due to an Achilles injury in December. The fourth story is Mike McCarthy refuses to commit to a top assistant. The Dallas Cowboys are cleaning house after another unsurprising yet heartbreaking end to the season. The Cowboys have let go of several positions coaches and also risked losing their top 2 assistants. Defensive coordinator Dan Quinn has already affirmed that he's returning after gauging some interest as a potential head coach candidate, stating that he's got some unfinished business in Dallas. Offensive coordinator Kellen Moore, on the other hand, has once again been tied with several head coaching opportunities as well, as has happened over the past couple of seasons. Notably, however, head coach Mike McCarthy was non-committal when talking about Moore's future with the organization if he decided to come back. Kellen Moore, just like the rest of the coaches, will be evaluated, McCarthy said, according to Ed Werder. This seems somewhat surprising, as Moore has been one of the few bright spots on the coaching staff for years now. All things considered, it's shocking to see that McCarthy's job isn't in jeopardy, or it would be if it wasn't for his relationship with Jerry Jones. The fifth story is McCarthy explains 2023 outlook for Cowboys. No one within the Dallas Cowboys organization has or wants the luxury of self-pity, and in that spirit, they've spent the week having tough conversations about what the future will look like after a disappointing finish in the NFC divisional round against the San Francisco 49ers, but their eyes shift forward with justifiable optimism. That's because they're not exactly entering anything remotely close to a rebuild, especially after winning 24 regular season games over the past 2 seasons and advancing past the first round this January. They've opted to part ways with several position coaches, but have successfully convinced defensive coordinator Dan Quinn to stay on board. A whale of a keep, keeping arguably the best defensive mind in football in the building to help head coach Mike McCarthy make whatever tweaks are necessary to finally get over the divisional round hump. And then there's the roster, of which the cupboard is anything but bare. So while McCarthy is still grieving what happened in Santa Clara on Sunday, he also takes pride in the team's trajectory after leading the Cowboys to another step forward in the playoffs. I'm excited about the future, he said on Thursday. The players give me great confidence, excitement, and energy. It's a championship program I feel like we're building, and there's a chance to take it to the next step. So that gives me a whole lot of peace, in particular, sitting with these guys. It couldn't be more positive. Everybody felt we took a step for year 4, but we're all definitely disappointed because we felt that we had the opportunity to get to where we wanted to get to. There is no shortage of free agency conversation to be had as it pertains to players like Tony Pollard, Dalton Schultz, Leighton Vander Esch, Donovan Wilson, and many more, but seeing the instant impact and rapid development of the recent draft hauls keep the Cowboys grounded. Living in a draft and develop world, the one thing you gotta really look at is that second group, how much they improve in their 3rd year, McCarthy said. That rookie class, the 2nd-year jump they think they're all gonna make, I have confidence that they will. So what's the value of that? Is it 2 free agents? Is it 3 free agents? Those are all realistic conversations, but there will be self-improvement within our roster. I have great confidence in that, and I love these 3 draft classes. We do know we've got that going for us, and just the number of guys who live here in Dallas is special. The majority of guys live 5 minutes, 10 minutes from here, and these guys are anxious to get back and get rolling, end of February or early March. So that's a great asset to have, and that all plays into that jump that I know we'll make internally. This draft class is the best of the 3, so yeah, I'm extremely excited about the future, McCarthy added. Bottom line, the hit rate on these acquisitions, in year one, no less, is jaw-dropping, and that's before factoring in the previous hauls that include Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, Trevon Diggs, so forth and so on. Living in a draft and develop world, the one thing you gotta really look at is that second group, how much they improve in their third year. McCarthy said, that rookie class, the second-year jump they think they're all gonna make, I have confidence that they will. So what's the value of that? Is it 2 free agents? Is it 3 free agents? Those are all realistic conversations, but there will be self-improvement within our roster. I have great confidence in that, and I love these 3 draft classes. We do know we've got that going for us, and just the number of guys who live here in Dallas is special. The majority of guys live 5 minutes, 10 minutes from here, and these guys are anxious to get back and get rolling, end of February or early March. So that's a great asset to have, and that all plays into that jump that I know we'll make internally. What's that much more promising is not simply the fact the Cowboys have also addressed key positions of need via free agency, but their improved hit rate in that arena as well.